I think the chat's going to be a bit messed up, so I may have to fix that in a sec, but we'll see. Yeah, I think the chat's going to be messed up. We'll see in a sec anyway, people start typing. What up, chat? How you doing? What's going on? I thought it was just me making a meme video today, but apparently I've got a box review to do. Which I'm down for. Oh yeah, that chat is messed up. Let me fix that. Just do that. I want to make chat... I want to make chat fucking longer. I don't know what to do for that. Is it this one? That just stretches it. This one? No, that's not it either. Not this one. That doesn't do anything. How you doing anyway, chat? What's going on? So we'll start in just a bit as per normal. We're just gonna wait for a few viewers to get in here, so I have to repeat over stuff. Don't wait for me. You guys like my hat, by the way? It still seems kind of fat. God. It's so small. There's not enough room on screen for you guys today. There's no room. Make the cards smaller, make chat bigger, but then you can't read the cards as well. Is that even affect it? Make chat a bit bigger then. Alright, that'll do. Can't wait to see latest single odd eyes card. Yeah, that deck started to become the new like Dark World deck where they just stick random crap in tons of boxes. It's incredibly expensive and still incredibly shit. Quality. What does this do? What's that for? 20? Alright, so maybe this one fucking just stretches it. Why? That doesn't help either. I don't know. I don't know how to make chat bigger. Without just, you know, without just, you know, stretching you guys. Quality streamer. How many you got? 100? Oh, quite a few actually. Wait, just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Only streaming like 4 minutes, so just a little bit longer, boys. Hold out, hold out, hold on. I hope the album hasn't got the reprints on screen, do they? There's no reprints on here, is there? No, these aren't reprints. I'll do one more refresh in case they didn't, because they only just updated this site, so updated the page. So I'll do one more refresh to make sure I've got all the cards covered. So they may have missed a few. Get rid of all the ads that are going to appear on screen as per normal. ZING do be pretty scary to deal with. I have no idea what that card does. The only card I know what it kind of does from this box, at least I think I remember, is the Dante that I know is in here. Everything else, not a clue. So we'll find out as we go through them. As we do. Alright, here we go. 220. Alright, that's good enough to start. Alright, let's get into it. So, as per normal, we'll start at the absolute garbage at the bottom, and we'll end on the PogChamp cards at the top. This is a main box as well, so better be some good shit in here. I'm hoping just, you know, I already know, but just by looking at it, there's not many pendulum shit in here. But last box, major disappointment for me. I uploaded like 2 videos from the entire box because I just hate playing pendulum. So I don't want to have another month of pendulum archetypes. So give me a good deck that isn't pendulum, and I'm happy. I don't care what it is. Anything. I'll take anything at this point. Just literally something that isn't pendulum. Literally anything. So, alright. Let's start off at the garbage, boys. We have... You guys read that okay? Do you want me to zoom in a bit more? I can zoom in a little bit more. Then the chat might get blocked off, so... You guys can read, right? Sure. Surely. Zoom? Oh, fucking damn it. Alright. Guess the chat will just like... I don't want chat small, but chat's just gonna kind of like block off some, just go over some of the cards. It's gonna look really rough. There you go. Who needs a chat anyway? Oh, fucking damn it. Why are you so annoying, chat, huh? Why can't you just sit in a good position for me? Where the fuck am I gonna put you guys? There's no room. Damn, I might move the side across either. It's fucking... Who's this chat guy you're talking about? Yeah, you guys are just a hive mind, right? Wait, if you guys can just cover the cards, I actually don't care enough. Alright. Professional streamer. Alright. Yang Zing Brutality. If a Yang Zing monster you control battles an opponent's monster, during damage calculation, your battling monster's attack and defense each become double its original attack and defense. What? Okay. During that damage only, but it's destroyed at the end of the damage to them. I mean, it's a battle traps, we don't care. We're probably not going to see used unless it's easily searchable. But, looking at it, I mean... Who knows, maybe some dumb OTKs be done with this, you know? It could have a pretty nasty OTK. They swing into like a 3000 attack monster or something. I don't know, but it's a battle trap. Like, we already have things that do similar stuff to this, just like running Wall of D will generally do the exact same effect. Having your opponent's monster's attack reduced to 0 is basically the same as doubling yours, so... I Yang Zinged your mum. You know what? I'll show you that comment. Oh, that was a banger. Good job, buddy. Anyway. Yes, we don't care about this. Unless it's searchable, we don't care. Alright. Majestic Gust. Target one Majesceptor card in your Pendulum Zone, special summon it. Okay, that's a strange effect. Okay. I guess they have some on-summon effects, I'm guessing, so... Don't know what they are yet. Is it something we need to happen during our opponent's turn? We'll have to wait and see. I have to wait and see what the cards are, because no idea what the fuck they do yet. Can't really judge a card until I know what they do. If it's just like target one destroy or something though, you won't use it, because you just run a trap card that does the exact same effect without having to do the special summon thing, you know? Pretty lame. This is only going to be used for like if we have a monster that has a special summon effect during our opponent's turn or something. I assume. I don't know what they do yet, so... Alright, next card. Pendulum Back. If you have 2 cards in your Pendulum Zones, target 2 monsters in your graveyard, each with a level between exclusive. What? Each with a level between exclusive, the pendulum scales of the cards in your Pendulum Zones. What does the exclusive mean? So that to both be different? Is that what it's referring to, I guess? Okay. The pendulum scales of the cards in your Pendulum Zones. Add them to your hand. I mean, it's a bad card anyway, so probably won't use it, but I don't know what the exclusive means. I assume it just means different levels or something? That all the cards you get back have to be different levels or something? Is that what it's... It's gonna mean different levels, right? The ones in the grave? Or different scales? Between levels, not including levels of the cards. Is that all it's referring to? Oh, it just means scale. Okay. Yeah, right. Either way, it seems like a bad card, so not much point looking at it. Like, don't we just have a card that just adds stuff from grave back to hand anyway? Don't we already have that? It's like a... People use it in Exodia all the time. It only add normal monsters. Actually, that has normal monsters, right? I mean, I don't think we're going to use this. I really don't. Especially if we're playing a Pendulum deck. Why are your monsters in the graveyard? That doesn't sound like a Pendulum deck to me. It's Pendulum, just don't read it. Hey, I may hate Pendulum, but I gotta review the cards, alright? Example, Pendulum scales 1 and 7, you can add from 2 to 6. Yeah, okay. Why? Okay, I don't know about this card. Pendulum monsters shouldn't be in the graveyard in the first place. It seems like a bad card anyway, so just move on. Chthonian Blast. When a face-up monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, destroy the face-up monster on the field that has the lowest attack, your choice of tide, and if you do, inflict damage to both players equal to half the attack of that monster. God, that seems bad. I mean, it's good super free-to-play trap card if you're desperate. I feel like we just like to run cards that just do the destruction without having to wait till you've already lost your best monster on board, you know? I mean, maybe it's good in a deck which self-implodes, I guess. But even then, unless it self-implodes during your opponent's turn, it's fucking garbage, so... is it a reprint? Like Chthonian Blast? It doesn't have the text down the bottom to say it's a reprint. I think multiple people in chat say it's a reprint anyway, so we'll just say no to that anyway. That's a Chaz card? It seems garbage anyway. Alright, see a lot of people in chat saying it's a reprint, so I'll just skip over it. It seems garbage anyway, so... I see Crevice. Okay. Oh, Crevasse. Crevasse? Crevasse? I don't fucking... one of the two. When exactly one monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, target one monster your opponent controls, send that target to the graveyard. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack in the graveyard. So I assume they'll be halved. So it'll be equal to half its original attack. Yeah, it's the same reasoning as the other card there that I was literally just going through. It's the exact same reasoning. You're not going to use it, because why would you? You prefer to keep your monsters alive rather than to wait till your monster dies to use it. You prefer to disrupt your opponent. Let's let him play the game, remove your board, then get rid of his monster, you know? It's like... when you counter the Treacherous Trapple. Yeah, the good counter Treacherous Trapple over this would just be run a Cosmic Cyclone, yeah? Then it's gone. Sorry, MST's better, actually. That's a much better counter, because then they can't use more fucking Treacherouses, you know? Yeah, we're not using this. Oh, but it combos with Monster Reborn, because your monster gets destroyed and you bring it back? Oh my god, that's why they're releasing Monster Reborn, because I see Crevice is being released, or Crevasse, or however the fuck you say it. That's why they're of course. Oh, you can help me. Alright, moving on. That's just exactly one, does it actually? Oh, it is exactly one. It doesn't even count on oh, cringe. Alright, Brilliant Spark. If a Gem Knight support? Oh my god, I didn't get to put that in the title. If a face-up Gem Knight monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect, target one of those destroyed monsters, inflict damage. Is it just all the cards do the same thing? If this card's in your graveyard, you can send one giant card from your hand to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. I mean, it recycles itself. That's kind of cool. But it's same reasoning as these ones, though. I'm not going to use it. Like, I don't even need to go through it again. It's the exact same thing. You don't want your monsters to be destroyed. Yeah, you want your monsters to survive, right? You don't want them to just die. Interrupt your opponent, removing your shit. Just run a Floodgate Trapple. It's probably better. Weirdest bit of Gem Knight support though. It's probably the only Gem Knight support in the box. There you go, guys. Gem Knight fans, that you're happy now. Yeah, plus, yeah, you said it, Mr. Rainbow Cat. Gem Knight's preferred OTK at the moment anyway, so does it really matter? Alright. Activate by tributing one synchro monster. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, change all attack position monsters your opponent controls to defense position, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attacking monster's defense. By tributing a synchro monster. So, in order to activate a Windstorm of Attackwa, we have to tribute a synchro monster. Is that what I'm reading here? And we can only use it when they declare an attack. Is that what I'm reading? Oh, sorry. There's a bit of burn damage on the end of it. Sorry. But yeah, attach sparks to it instead. There you go. Windstorm of Attackwa, but you have to tribute a monster. It's a thinking emoji, that one. I'll give that a... Probably not going to use that card. I'll put that on the probably not list. Harpies will abuse this card, but they're going to tribute their monster, so they don't even get to use their Harpies effect, because it's busy being tributed. Can't even activate in response, because it's a tribute effect, right? It's tribute the Harpy. Oh, don't even get to use its effect. Lamau. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, buddy. We'll think about it. Maybe there's a synchro monster in here that says, when tributed, literally kill your opponent. Do 20 million damage or something, you know? Who knows? Alright. Exceeds Dimension Splash. It's got the fucking, the card from, like, the second ever boxing Duel Links in the art, which is pretty cool. If this set card is banished, you can special summon 2 level 8 water monsters from your deck. Their effects on... Oh, why their effects are being negated? Oh. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're going to do with this, but it sounds kind of funny. Sounds pretty funny, though. If we had a water Xyz monster that could banish cards, this would be sick. If we said like a water Xyz monster that could just target banish, you know how good that would be? Because you actually just run this card, play like a shark deck, just banish, I don't know, activate your Deep Sea Diva, use your shark combo, make a rank 4, banish the card, boom. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, thank you, Andre. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for becoming a member again. Appreciate it, dude. I don't know if what the audio is like on the stream, because I don't actually have my headset on. So, that's not killing the stream or anything. Appreciate it for remembering, Andre. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like the cosmic idea very much. I don't like the idea of putting it down cosmic to make a rank 8 or something. There's like it works obviously, but it's kind of like not generic enough, because you have to like be able to activate this trap card consistently for it to be worth running, right? If you can't activate it basically every time you draw it, there's no point running it. So unless you can run 6 Cosmic Cyclones, I wouldn't run this card. But if we had like an Xyz monster, like I said, Water Xyz, where you just summon a rank 4 and it can banish something, you can basically do that whenever you draw this card. You just summon your rank 4, banish it. But we don't have any... I don't think there's any way we're going to consistently banish this. Without, like, trying to build a deck around it specifically or something. It'd be kind of odd. Plus, obviously, you have to run 2 level 8 water monsters in your deck without a... Because it only special summons from deck, not from hand. So if you draw them, you're just fucked. So you have to run, like, maybe 3 level 8s? I don't know. Lantern Shark? What does that do? Okay, I'm literally on DLM. What am I changing sites for? Can we literally look it up here? What does that do? Lantern Shark. I can't spell, can I? Is it a U? Lantern? Or we'll just Google it instead. And I'll correct my spelling. What? I didn't do any banishing. What are we looking at that card for? Either way, moving on. I don't think this card's gonna be any meta relevancy. Maybe make some memes out of it or something. All right. ZING Piranha. This card gains these effects based on the number of different attributes the ZING monsters in your graveyard have. 2 or more. All ZING monsters you control gain 500 attack. Useless. 3 or more. If a ZING monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. Actually not bad, okay. A little bit of defense. 4 or more. Your opponent cannot set monsters. Change the face-up monster your opponent controls to attack position. I assume that's specific for the Archetype. I assume. That's kind of a weird effect otherwise. Otherwise it's like, what, we're countering Sylvans, you know? Fuck them Sylvans setting face downs. Countering worms? Finally, we have a counter to sub-terrors, you know? 5 or more. You can send this card to the graveyard, destroy all cards on the field, so including your own. Right. I'm going to assume we're not using this card. It seems pretty bad. It's got like 1 useful effect on there, unless the 3 or more is useful, but I don't know what the... Sorry, the 4 or more is useful. I have no idea. At that point, you have to... We're playing Light Swan, get that many in the graveyard or some shit? I don't know. Countering Subterra, finally. We have the counter to Man-Eater bug right here. Finally. All those flip monsters in the game, finally we've got a counter to them. Those meta flip monsters that are around. All total of 0 of them. Friday access my weekly rarity tournament, so fuck. Yeah, one day I'll actually update what the it says in the membership stuff. One day. Yes, you are getting scared. Yang Zing want to be destroyed? Okay. We'll see. I have to wait till what the other cards do, but I suspect we're not using this. 5 or more seems absurd unless you're running Light Sworn. Alright. MAJESPECTRE Sonics. Target 1 MAJESPECTRE monster you control until the end of this turn. Its attack and defense become double its current attack and defense. Also, any battle damage it inflicted to your opponent is... Aww. Why'd the battle damage have to be halved? Otherwise it was like a pseudo concentrating current. Could make some nasty OTKs actually. Concentrating Current's a good card. People would run it if it wasn't limited as much, in certain things. Specifically OTK decks, I'd imagine, or decks that can OTK. But with the damage being halved, you're no longer OTKing, I don't think we're using the card then. Because that's like the main reason the only decks that were running Concentrating were decks that could consistently OTK using it, right? Actually, did Concentrating double original? This is current attack. Was Concentrating original? Concentrating? That's current defense, it doubles. Oh, adds on top of it. Yeah, it's current as well. Yeah, it's very similar to Zate's being like why he would use Concentrating, right? Very similar. And the only people that are using Concentrating are OTK decks, and this card isn't going to be OTKing anyone with its damage halved. So probably not great. If it's searchable, it might be good, just to search it, bot people. Or and also, because we don't know what the... As he saw in chat, just wrote MAJESPECTRE have low attack. That's also not a very good thing to read, because that means he's probably not good at using it at all. It's going to be doing no damage at all, like 500 damage. I don't know. Probably not going to be using it unless it's searchable, I imagine. It's a quick play, so yeah, that's why I compared it to Concentrating. It wouldn't be used at all if it wasn't a quick play. 0 chance of it being used. Now being quick play, maybe. Like, we already have quick play spells that like buff by like 1500 attack anyway, right? So unless it's your monsters already have at least 1500, you won't use it anyway. Alright. Pendulum Shift. Target 1 card in either player's Pendulum Zone and declare a Pendulum Scale from 1 to 10. This turn that card becomes that Pendulum Scale. I mean, pseudo side deck card to deal with pendulum decks, I guess? Or you can just run Cosmic instead. You're not running this in your own deck, certainly not. This is certainly not going in your actual deck. So maybe countering side deck card? You're certainly not running it. You're just running scales that, you know, will actually synergize with each other already without having to adjust them. It's the same reason most level adjusting cards in Duel Links have never been played, because you should just be running monsters that can make the synchros you need rather than having like certain level cards to adjust them so then you can make your synchro, right? You should just already have the cards like set to where you want them to be. So you should already have the scales set to where you want them to be most of the time. If your deck doesn't have them, you're relying on this card, and that's a problem in itself. So yeah, I'm not going to use this card. Fuma Shuriken. Equip only to a ninja. Is there ninjas in this box? I hope so. Ninjas are kind of fun. Fuma Shuriken. Equip only to a ninja monster. It gains 700 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, and that's a no. Next, Spirit Burner. Once per turn, you can change the battle position of the equipped monster to defense position. When the equipped monster is returned from field to hand and this card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. If this card is in the graveyard, you can add it to your hand instead of conducting a normal draw. Some stupid Usenju card or some shit. Oh, it's a spirit card. Let's play with spirits. Yeah, I don't think the burn damage is very relevant, honestly. And I don't even think these are halved yet, because the halved effects weren't written on these cards, right? So, it's probably only doing 300 damage a tick. That would be embarrassing. Spirit support. Okay. Yeah, support. Spirit support. Smile. I swear, guys, it's a support card, I swear. Alright. You really gonna make me try to pronounce this? Lance Fori Hinchet. Lance Fori Lance for Incus? Lance Forincus? Is that close enough, right? Oh shit, it's a normal monster actually, I didn't realise. Hell yeah, the actual part of the review. Skipped a card? Well, we can get back to that later. We've got more important things to look at, like normal monsters, alright? More important things to look at, alright? Alright. If a normal monster... Oh, it's not even a normal monster. It's got a pendulum effect. Never mind. Cringe. Alright. I mean, it is a normal monster still, but it's got a pendulum effect. That's more cringe. Draco Senshin, or Draco Enshin. Once per turn, you contribute one Dragon-type monster that has a level. Special summon from your deck, one Worm-type monster with the same level as the attributed monster. As original level. If you do, any monster strike battle with that monster is shuffled into the deck instead of going to the graveyard. Special summon Metaphys support, Pog. Yeah, cock. I can see some weird uses for this. Aren't all the Heretics, are they dragons? You might do some fun shit with Heretics. This card plus one Heretic is just a rank A, right? Or rank 6 or something. If we have a level 6 worm monster in the game. Yang Zing worms. This could be... Oh, I can see this card actually having some potential uses, actually. Yeah, but you want to tribute those? Yeah, that's the point. So if it's a Heretics, you can tribute them. You tribute one Dragon-type monster and it brings out a worm. I can see some uses for this. I don't know what the Because we haven't gone through the Yang Zing cards yet. I don't know if this is actually going to be useful in Yang Zing at all. I'm just saying, like, specifically it looks like a Heradic card. Might be right in Heretics, that's about it. That's all I see so far. And even then, I think I'd just prefer to run an enemy controller anyway, so just Econ Tribute instead. So it doesn't seem that great, because I prefer to Econ Take. Econ Take seems infinitely more useful. Okay, just trying to point out some synergies here. Like, at least this thing's like once per turn, so it hangs around, unlike Econ, but Econ can be used for disruption instead. This one does get a special summon from deck, though, obviously. I was thinking about what I'd run Heradic. This with Heradic, and you got 3 monsters on board? Certainly do, don't you? Because you tribute... It's not 3 monsters. You tribute the first monster, it special summons the worm and the other one, right? It's only 2. Unless you want to do the other thing, and like the Seas monster and bring one out. Either way, I'm looking at this from a Heradic angle. I'm sure it's not meant to be used in that, so I think we'll wait till see the rest of the cards, see if they need to be tributed or not. Because I'm just looking at it from a Heradic angle, which probably isn't what I'm meant to be looking at the card from. Alright, so back to this card. The lands for that card. Alright, if a normal monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Holy shit, Exodia support? Oh my god. The Exodia monsters all have piercing damage now? Oh my goodness. That's insane. This primordial species survived extinction by evolving an offensive lance that can pierce anything, although its diet still consists mainly of fish. Oh my god. This has got a bit of a... What's that new anime coming out soon? Chainsaw Man or some shit? It's got a bit of a Chainsaw Man look to him. Exodia buff. Hell yeah. It survived extinction? That is a pretty... I have to say, for something to survive extinction, it must be pretty powerful. Does that mean it might be able to survive the ban list as well? Survived extinction, a bit like Dark Lords have seemed to avoid extinction. Beaver support, hell yeah, Beaver Warrior support right there. Alright, moving on, fuck that card. Turtle Tiger. Wow, Konami really are struggling out there, aren't they? A tiger encased in a protective shell that attacks with razor-sharp fangs. They really do be struggling for ideas, right? They saw the Ninja Turtles and just like, right, what if we just turn one of those fucking ninjas into a tiger? Like, like, what is this thing? Even the art team gave up. Then they drew 2 of its legs. They couldn't be bothered drawing the rest. They actually just couldn't be bothered. A tiger with anxiety. I guess that works. Dude, they could at least make it so like it had like a pseudo effect of it counted as a beast and as a beast and as an aqua monster or something, right? That'd be kind of cool. Can it protect from the ban list like the other card? Yeah, this one didn't survive extinction, that's true. This one did not survive extinction like the other card did. What kind of tiger tail is that anyway? Look at that fucking thing. To be fair, he's kind of jacked. You said this, have you even looked at this guy's like arm muscles? This dude's super jacked. What a breathing tiger. Damn, what a guy. Alright, next boy. Stone Ogre Grotto. A behemoth shaped by giant boulders. What is a grotto? I feel like I've seen grotto before. Is grotto that fucking... Is that dude from Star Wars? Like the trading guy that sells slaves? Is that what I'm thinking of? Hey, thank you Beetlejuice for the becoming a channel member. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. It was a scorpion too, you're not wrong. Dollar Store Groot. Oh, that's a good roast. That's a solid roast. This man's like Malphite, but on a diet. That's what it looks like. Malphite from League of Legends, but he's had a diet. He's lost a bit of weight. Come on a treadmill. Makes rank 5 seem great to me. True. 1600 attack. It's pretty solid. Not even flavor text. It's a rock thing made out of rocks. Hey, it's made out of boulders. How dare you call them just rocks? How dare you? Malphite isn't as hard as that brick of a card. Hey, Malphite is rock solid. How dare you? Alright. Aqua Snake. That's a snake? Why has it got like an insect head? It's a fucking, like an insect. Why'd they give it the bug things and the bug eyes? That's not a snake. This monster hypnotizes an opponent with the ball on its tail and draws them to a watery doom. Wow. It draws them to a watery doom. Is that draw as in it, like, lures them in, or draw as in it, like, it makes them draw cards? I don't know. They didn't specify. It probably should have. Not the ball. To be fair, that ball was pretty enticing. I should probably put a warning on screen so I didn't hypnotize chat, you know. Centipede? That's what the fuck? Like, what the? It's got like centipede head, what the fuck it is, and it's got like gill wing things, like flippers, or what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck they're called. Like, what? It's not a snake, is it? You're hypnotized to think it's a snake. Oh. That is some big brain thinking there. Huge brain thinking right there. The depths are cool. Right? Why 1050 attack? I don't know. Konami hate putting it at like normal numbers that people like to understand, like 1100 rather than 1050. I don't know. They thought it would be too broken at 1100, so they had to nerf it by taking 50 attack off. I can see that, you know. You know, maybe. It is pretty hypnotizing. Alright, moving the fuck on. Alright. Ratsetsu. So that's a spirit monster. It cannot be special summoned. During the end phase of the turn, just like all the spirit monsters, it returns to hand. When this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can reveal one spirit monster from your hand, except Ratetsu. Then target one face of monster your opponent controls, return that target to hand. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect. So it's just a special summon, reveal a spirit, remove to hand. I mean, it's not an awful card, I guess. Just target one, remove in a spirit deck. But I don't really know what the goal of Spirit is, to be honest. Because how they're currently played in Duel Links is they're not played, so I don't really know what the goal is. But cards like this are not that bad. It's like an on summon remove too, so it's just, I don't know. I can see it not being a terrible card. Definitely needs more support around the spirit mechanic though for this to be like a usable thing. This card alone isn't going to be like, holy shit, spirits are meta or anything, right? It's not a bad card. It's like, alright. Summon it and remove a monster. Like in a spirit deck, I'm sure you'd run this card, just why not? And the goal is, haha, you can't destroy my monster. It's like a shitty version of your Senju, right? Like, why run these cards over just playing your Senjus? They do the same shit. Except are just not bad. Cost is too much. It doesn't discard though, so it doesn't even have a cost, right? It isn't a cost, you just summon it. The cost. And he's talking about the restriction on it. Like, I don't know why you'd use this over just playing your Senju, is just what I'm getting at. Because it's always the exact same stuff, right? He's returning shit to hand, and then your monster's returning to hand. That's what you Senju do. Alright, moving on. Magical Abductor. This card looks very similar to another card. The card art looks so similar. Not sure what it looks like though. Must be another magical card right in the game. Is this like a maybe this is a spellbook card. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When that spell resolves, once per turn you can remove 3 spell counters on this card, add 1 pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Does that include when you activate pendulum scales? I assume it does. You activate this one. Does it doesn't gain a counter for its... Oh no, it's yeah, wait. Does it gain a counter for itself? Oh, magical something, yeah. Does it gain a counter for itself? You know, like you activate it as a scale? Does that work? Yeah, scales count. But what if I activate, like, if I just place this card, will it just gain a counter? That does count as you activating it, right? No? Nah, no. Alright. Kind of make more sense if it didn't, but I was just wondering. Gotta make sure. Because having a search for it ain't bad. Get this. Place another scale. It's at least 1 token. I don't think there's enough cards in hand for it to be used. I don't think. It might be though. It doesn't seem that bad for a normal card. It's not that bad for a normal card anyway. For a pendulum effect anyway. Even if you're just using it as a scale, I haven't even checked what the monster effect does yet. Because the monster effect's good enough, then you'll just use it because the scale's good too. I like your Santa. Hey, it's an elf hat, not a Santa hat. How dare you? Appreciate the compliment though, buddy. Alright, monster phase. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell count on this card. When that spell resolves, gain 100 attack for each spell count on it. Once per turn, you can remove 3 spell attack on this card, add 1 level 1 spellcaster monster from deck to hand. 1 level 1 spellcaster. Isn't that Blue Eyes card? Level 1 spellcaster? Just a random thought, but... Level 1. It's not like it. Level 1? This dude. He had Sage to hand. That's an interesting one. Relinquished? Relinquished Searcher, I guess. Sage is a pretty interesting combo though. Not super convinced on the card, but I can see like you might be able to do something fun with it. You have to get like you have to be using a really consistent pendulum. Like you have to have a pendulum deck that was so fucking consistent to use this though, because you have to have a pendulum deck that can run just like a fuck ton of spells, and not spells that are just like cosmic cyclones. Because you have to have like you want to be able to use this on turn 1 as well, right? So you have to have your opponent actually have you have to be able to use it without your opponent having stuff on board. So I don't know, maybe. You see Nick Zodia? I don't know, it seems like a pretty fun card. I'm not sure what's going to be used because I don't think our hand size is big enough in Duel Links, but you never know. Like, yeah, spellbook seems like putting it in spellbook seems pretty good. I turned spellbook into a pendulum deck, which is kind of funny. Because it's definitely activatable in spellbook. Stick this in a scale and activate your fucking books 42 times. It sounds pretty funny. Pretty big attack gains. What, 100 for each spell? I don't give a shit about that. Plus, I don't think if you're using this in Spellbook, you wouldn't be using it for its normal summon. Because you wouldn't want a normal summon. Its Spellbook have a good enough normal summon as is. But I do like the pension effects. Could be fun like Spellbooks. I'm not sure what you do in Spellbook, but who knows. And moving on. Card seems okay. I'm not sure where it'd be used though. Or like if it can be used outside of like Spellbook or something. Alright. MAJESPECTRE Fox Kirby. When this card is normal or special summon, you can add one MAJESPECTRE trap card from your deck to your hand. You can use the effect of one per turn. Cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cannot be targeted or destroyed. Huh. That's a interesting card. Cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Low attack stat, but oh my god, there's the Sonics coming into play. What an interesting normal card. I don't know. It's got kind of a lot of effects on it. What trap cards have we seen so far? So there might be some like, if there's some like sick ultra rare or something you want to search for with this. Because I don't know what trap cards are in with this archetype. If it's only this fucking one, we don't give half a fuck. But if there's like some sick ass trap card coming up, maybe. If there's like a trap card that like permanently buffs this thing's attack, think how insane that would be. Probably not likely, but you know, we're just throwing things out there that might exist. Don't undervalue cards that can't be cannot be destroyed or targeted. That's pretty fucking sick. So if there's any way to like easily increase this attack buff, or buff this card's attack for during your opponent's turn, it'd be kind of nuts. It does give you a trap card search, so I think we'll just wait. We'll put this card to the side until I see what the trap cards are. Because if this is the only one, we don't care about it. But if there's some sick trap card, I assume you might use this. That doesn't seem too bad. But it needs a sick trap card to be worth using. Alright. Was this on special summon too? Yeah, it's normal or special summon. Not bad. You can like make rank 4s out of it if you want to, or something. Alright. This dragon's kind of cute. Palau? Wind of the Yang Zing. When this card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Yang Zing monster from your deck in attack position. Except Plowing of the Yang Zing. You can use this effect to Plowing on a turn. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using only Yang Zing monster control. A synchro monster uses this card is unaffected by spell effects. Ooh. Is that going to be like a common trend in this or something? That seems sick. We know how good synchro summoning on your opponent's turn can be. Does this even lock you to synchro like Yang Zing? Just any synchros. It can be used during your opponent's battle phase too. Can't TGs not even be used during the battle phase? That's kind of sick. Main phase or battle. It literally doesn't even lock you to Yang Zing. Okay, you can make literally anything. You can Black Rose with this. You can do the same shit TG does, but you can do it during battle phase as well. So you don't even have to worry about them trying to, there's people that know how TG or work, whatever it is, you can like dodge them by just faking going to battle phase, so they have to use their effect then and there, and then you just continue your turn. I just think that's what TG does, right? Pretty sure they're locked to main phase, right? Fuck off. Where is he? Yeah, during your opponent's main phase. This one can do it during battle phase as well. It's kind of sick. Misses timing? Is it a when effect? It's not a when, is it? What is it? Oh, it's Black Crows is a fucking... Is Black Crows not just... Really? I don't know... It's Black Crows. Black Crows missed timing? Oh my god, it is a win! How did I never know that? Huh. Never even knew that. The fuck? I mean, it won't miss time if it's the last thing you do though, right? I think you're chaining it to something. It's the same thing, it'll be the same thing for TG then too, same shit. There's plenty of other things you can synchro summon anyway. We haven't even gone through what the Yang Zing synchro monsters are, so you may just want to summon them. I assume they're going to have some, like, during your opponent's turn effect for you to want to run this card anyway. Because it's only a normal monster, so... I don't know. Not normal like, rarity monster. I don't know. Seems like the right card. We'll see. It is very low level too, so it may be kind of hard to synchro summon with it. We shall see. Rubric... Oh, because obviously you have to use this in a Yang Zing deck, right? So if the rest of the Yang Zing cards don't really synergize that well with it, and you just, like, don't need to use it, who knows? It is only a normal card, so I suspect there's some better cards in the box anyway. But don't mind it. Rubik Malabranche of the Burning Abyss. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. Cannot be used as synchro material except with a single summon of a Burning Abyss synchro monster. If you control no spell trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can use fate to... Ooh. Okay, not bad. Just don't control a spell or trap card and you just get a special summon of level 3. Very good turn 1 card. Very, very good turn 1 card. Good chance it'll be good that next turn as well, even if you only use one back row card, because you'll just use your back row, then swap the turn back and you can use it again. Take 100 defense, I guess. It's like a really easy rank 3 maker though. Dante maker. Maybe no plays on turn 1, we'll see. Good card anyway, I don't think I really need to go through it too much, just a special summable level 3. PogChamp, you know. And we already have like special summable level 3s in game, but there's something that needs a Burning Abyss mod specifically, or you can search for it or something. There you go. I don't need to go through it too much though. Alich Malabranche of the Burning Abyss. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. You can only use one of the effects on the turn. If you control a spell trap cards, you can special summon this card. Oh, it's the same as the other one. Wait, how many of them have this effect? What? Okay. If this card sends to your graveyard, you can target one basic monster on the field and negate its effects until the end of this turn. Dude, if you can send this to the grave during your opponent's turn, that'd be sick, right? Actually, that wouldn't even work too well, it didn't chain correctly. Oh, he's a tuner? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Do you think this would be that good during your opponent's turn? Because your effect will go off, then your opponent's effect will go off, and it'll go to the grave, then its effect will go off, right? So you can't like use it in response to stuff. So it wouldn't be that great. I don't know. I don't think I like it too much. I don't think I like this one too much. I guess it's like good against certain decks. They come across like a Melodious player or something, you need to negate it, I guess. I guess you just mill it and it forces your opponent to use an effect, I guess. Like if they let Gaia on board or something. Like at least this thing just makes them have to use their effect or not be able to use it ever. So I guess it has some uses. It doesn't seem that great though. Alright, Naturia Fruitfly. All face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack and defense for each face-up Notorio monster you control. Once per turn, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls with 0 defense and take control of it until the end phase. Why are we getting more Notorio support? Why is it in this box? It's an interesting one. There better be more Notorio stuff in here. It better not just be this one fucking card. There's gonna be something else in here, right? Because this one's fucking... We're not using this card. Unless there's some other way to reduce defense, we're not using this shit. Alright. Twilight Ninja Shingetsu. Monsters your opponent control cannot target face-up ninja monsters for attack except this one. Your opponent cannot target face-up ninja monsters with card effects except this one. That's a bit of a better effect. If this card is destroyed in battle and sent to the graveyard... Is this ninja is it ninja cards or ninja monsters? Oh, it's only ninja monsters? Cringe. If this card is destroyed in battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect into the graveyard, you can add one ninja monster from your deck to your hand except Twilight Ninja. No, I don't like it too much. I don't like it too much. I feel like ninjas have enough searching stuff already. I don't really know what the major weaknesses of ninja at the moment. I certainly don't think this thing fills the void they need. Definitely don't think so. Like, if this card just had when it's sent to the graveyard rather than when it's destroyed, because then you can actually use it with your ninja trap cards. Be kind of cool. Just for a free search. It probably searches tons. It has to be destroyed for that shit. Destroying shit's like kind of... I don't like that kind of stuff. But it's only when destroyed by battle too. He probably just destroys it normally. It's like... You know, you don't get anything out of it. So basically also using it for like the non-targeting stuff, but I don't know about that. If it could protect all your ninja cards, maybe be alright too. Like if it could protect your field spell and your continuous spells or whatever. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't like this one too much. Give this a probably not use. Alright, Twilight Ninja Hyogen. If your ninja monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent, don't care. But keep in mind, this is a 1 scale, by the way. 1 scale is pretty relevant. Okay, monster effects. You can reveal one ninja arts card in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand if this card attacks a monster with piercing damage. So special summon a level 7 by revealing a ninjutsu art card in your hand. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. Are the ninjutsu arts including the trap cards? I don't even know which ones are classed as it. I like the draw spells and oh, how do you spell ninjutsu? God damn it. Ninjutsu. Ninjutsu art. Oh, it does include the trap cards. Okay. That seems pretty good. Maybe you got some pretty high levels to use with these too, right? His level was less than. Free special summon, huh? I wonder how many good the ninja scales will be in this deck though. Because having a 1 scale is pretty fucking good. For pendulums anyway. I don't mind the actual effect too. Just having a free special summonable 2000 attack monster being level 7's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like unless there's some specific reason you want to run pendulums, you're probably still not going to use this card that much. Because it's not like you have other level 7s that special summon themselves to make like rank 7s or something. Or some weird combo. You can special summon level 7s from the deck, I think, just because the ninja trap cards do that, but... See, it's pretty good. I have to wait and see what the pendulum side of stuff is, I think. And the effects are certainly good on it. I'm just curious as to what the main use of this card is at the moment. Because I'm trying to compare it to the current ninja list, and it's like, you don't really need pendulum stuff in there, do we? So hopefully these new cards will fix that or something. Not a bad effect though. Just a special sign of level 7's like pretty pog. Alright. Oh, this is okay, so this is your 10 scale. Okay. Pendulum effect. You cannot pendulum summon monsters except ninja monsters. This effect cannot be negated. Once per turn, when your ninja monster declares an attack, you can make that monster gain 1000 attack until the end of the damage step. Okay, not awful, not great though. Monster effect. You can tribute this card and target one ninja monster you control against. Oh, that's terrible. Ugh. That is not great. The first effect isn't terrible, I guess, if it's a good, very, very good scale. It's got that going for it. It's a good scale numbers, but well, these one's effects aren't that great. Oh, it's a live reaction? Yeah, I'm right here, buddy. I'm reading the chat. Yang ZING was released. No top tier in TCG. Oh my god. I'm not too excited about this one. I was more excited about the previous one. I think we'll just move on. I think I have to wait and see what the rest of the ninja cards are, or something, if there is any more. Because I don't think I'm going to run these cards if this is the only ninja support we're getting. I don't think. It's too odd. Especially not consistent enough to actually get like the scales you want or whatever. Alright. Bixie, Water of the Yang ZING. When this card you control is destroy battle or card effect is into the graveyard, you can special summon one Yang ZING monster from your deck in attack position. You can only use the effect to miss him once per turn. Once per turn, during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can immediately, if this card resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using only ZING. Oh, so it is going to be a recurring theme. A synchro monster was used using. Ooh, it's unaffected by trap cards. Ooh, I like that. Damn, this archetype's looking pretty good already. We're just in the normals. I like both of these. This one more than the other one now. It's a higher level too. Damn. That ain't bad. It even gives you like a search, like a bare minimum. You get this card that's like gets destroyed against summons, like a bare minimum. And you can always use it for its sick ass TG like effect. It's almost similar to the TG monsters actually, because the TG monsters have their like special or search effects when they're destroyed too, right? It's kind of cool. It's very similar to TG. Not bad, not bad. Liking it so far. Unaffected by trap effects is pretty dope. I do be liking unaffected by trap effects. Alright. Very similar to the other card though, so I don't think I need to go through it too much more. Alright. Hate Buster. Oh my god, it's the stopper of hate. Oh my god. We can stop cancel culture for good. Thank you, Konami. When a fiend type monster you control is targeted for an attack, target the attacking monster, and that monster you control destroy both targets. If you do inflict damage to your... Why is this not a fucking... Shouldn't this be with these guys? Same kind of garbage. What's it doing up here? Why is this a rare? Huh? We did it. Racism is no more. Very cool. Thank you, Konami. Dude, this card art would be so much better, right? If they had that, the dude handing over the Pepsi. You know what I'm talking about? Like that fucking, that commercial? Imagine if that was the card art. This dude was literally just holding a Pepsi right now and he's passing it over. It's probably a really niche reference. I don't know how many people know that. Ending all hate right there. Have your sick card art. That reference probably too niche. Yeah, this card would definitely be a normal card. Not sure why it's in the rares. It's literally the Pepsi ad. That's what it should be. Not a YouTube rewind. No, it's not YouTube rewind. It's fucking... I don't know where it's from. It's some they had like some like ending like some war or some shit or something like I don't know. It's kind of an odd reference. I don't know. You guys have to Google it if you want to look at the commercial. Alright. Then Google it after the stream too, you know, because I need them sick views. Alright, Soul Strike. If your life points is 4,000 or less, well, thankfully you're playing dueling, so life points is always 4,000 or less, generally. When an attack is declared involving a monster you control and an opponent's monster, pay half your life points and target one face-up monster you control against attack equal to the deficit between your current life points and... Next. Majesceptre Storm. Tribute one wind spellcaster type monster and target one monster your opponent controls. Shuffle it into the deck. I assume these guys do like tributing. It's the second one we've got now, right? Oh, this was Draco. If this is a quick effect, it'd be sick, but it's not a quick effect. But if you can search this... If this is searchable, it'll be really useful. It would have to be searchable, right? It would have to be searchable. Be super useful. Because you wouldn't want to run this as like a 3-of or anything. You could run it as a 1-of if it's searchable. Just grab it, tribute, shuffle. Pretty nuts. I think Chaos Streets. Appreciate it, bub. Yeah, I have to wait and see with the searchable stuff. If it's searchable, you might run it as a 1-of, just because it's not a terrible effect. Lets you out things that are sometimes not outable. Or things that you don't want in the graveyard, or things you don't want in hand, you know? There's some pretty good stuff you do with that. Alright, Majesceptre Cyclone. Choose one monster you control and target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. This one's a quicker play though. Okay. Alright, I can see uses for it. Similar to the other one, if it's searchable, would be pretty good. And also, this one's a quick play, so you can use it during your opponent's turn. Now I just have to see if the Majesceptre's like being tributed. If they do, I can see some uses for that. Wind support? I think it's going to be... It has to be wind spellcaster support. Wind spellcasters actually have a reason to tribute them, right? Because you're running this over something else, so... Like over something generic background that we already have in the game. So there's like some reason you want them tributed, or these cards are easily searchable. You're not going to run them over like a Treacherous or something, right? Generally. You kind of compare it to like an enemy controller, right? Arguably, I think enemy controller is better than this card. If this is searchable, it's just better anyway. And also this one isn't limited, so... Not bad, not bad, not bad. This is like, these two cards are more of a wait and see and the rest of the archetype stuff to go through them. Because they're not bad, it's just to just see if there's actually a reason to use them. Majesty's Pegasus. All Majesceptre monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. You contribute one wind spellcaster type monster, special summon one level 4 or lower Majesceptre monster from your deck. You can use fate to manipulate once per turn. This is a field spell. And that's not a bad effect either, honestly. If there's one specific Majesty, whatever the fuck it is, that you want to summon, or you want from deck, that'd be really useful. Majespectre, not Majesceptre? Oh, my bad. Like, imagine if there's like one of these cards, special summons from grave, right? So you just use this, tribute one, special summon from deck, that one brings back another card. That'd be kind of sick. But I have to wait till I go through the other stuff to see what this thing's summoning. Because I really want to know what the tribute effects are. Because I assume they have tribute effects on them. I assume. But it's not a bad field spell effect. We just have to wait and see. Also, might have to see, do we even need this card in the deck too? Because like, maybe we don't need a special summon a specific level 4 or something. These are all just wait and see kind of cards. I need to know what the other stuff does first. Alright, Pendulum Impenetrable. This turn, cards in the pendulum zones can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also negate any effect activated by your opponent that targets next. Alright, Magicalibra. Magicalibra. You can declare a level from 1 to 6, then target 2 face-up monsters you control. Until then, this turn, reduce levels of those monsters by the declared amount. And if you do, increase levels of the other by the same amount. Okay. A sentient scale. It maintains the balance of the universe, but often places the scales on the wrong side. They even gave him a moustache as well. Bruh. This card's a very bruh card. Yeah, we're not using this card. I think I explained earlier, you don't really want to adjust. We don't really use adjusting level cards in Duel Links that often. We just run cards with the correct levels in the first place. Having to run like an extra card to change levels is so bad. Or just having cards that just already have the correct levels. It's so weird seeing like cards like these that seem like we really just don't care at all about them, or these cards that seem so shit. And you got like these guys that seem so much better. Why are these normals and these rares? I don't understand. Because even if these cards aren't run or for whatever reason, they're still way better than these things, right? So odd. Anyway, moving on. Hey, or just use skills to change the levels. Same thing too. Probably better just use a Cosmic Cyclone and get the skill adjustment stuff, you know? Thank you for the sub. And also, haven't shouted out this yet. Subscribe to the stream if you haven't already, chat. I don't know how many people here that are new, but if there's any new guys in chat, make sure you subscribe so that you know when I go live, when I do box openings, and eventually, when this box comes out, make decks on all the cards in this box. Because they're not all Pendulum decks, so I'll actually be able to make videos on them this time. That's the main box. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Lets you know when I go live and when I do box openings and reviews and when I make decks from all this shit. So I also upload a bunch of memes too for people that like memes. I was gonna make one today until I had to do this. So alright, Toti, Shadow of the Yang Zing. When this card, you can try to destroy battle card effects into the graveyard. Expect some one Yang Zing monster from your deck in defense position. Okay. You need space once per turn. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase or battle phase. You can merely have this effect resolve. Synchro summon synchro monster using only Yang Zing monsters you control. Possession of a synchro monster on the field that uses card as synchro material cannot be switched. I mean, I'm liking this less than the other ones because one, it's not normal summonable, and two, the protection effect is kind of shit. Seems kind of shit. I feel like the only reason you're using this is there's a very specific combo where you're needing this for your rank, for like a synchro that needs like this level 5 in it or something. Like I'm assuming you're using this just for its level if you need it for something. It's not normal summonable, doesn't seem that great. Appreciate the subs, guys. Blix and Ecstasy and Azim, appreciate it. If I missed any other ones. Gizzard, Jeremy, thank you. Appreciate it. You summon him from a float, then you synchro? From the other ones being destroyed? I don't like that. I'm not gonna hide behind my monsters being destroyed, I don't think. Can you read this card when you see the synchro? Alright. I assume we're using it more for its level than anything else, so I have to wait and see on that one. It seems more like a combo piece than actual like standalone. These ones seem like more like the starter cards kind of things. This one seems like you need to like have something to get this out in the first place. Obviously, it's level 5. Alright, Majesceptre Raccoon. Bunbaku? When this card's normal or special summon, you can add one Majesceptre monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, searches, not bad. And once per turn, cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects. Another one that can't be targeted or destroyed. Okay, can't be targeted or destroyed, and gives you a search. Not bad. I'm gonna compare this similar to like the donkey we have for I forgot what even Archetype it's for, like the Odd Eyes one, right? New Odd Eyes? I don't know, whatever it fucking searches for. Same kind of shit. Just normal summon this, you search for something. Cool beans. Can't be a bad card. Good search. Scale number's kind of awkward though, being 5, but maybe all the Majesceptors are between fucking below level 5 anyway. Yeah, just such scale stations. It's just a good card, good card. No, it's not just to say about normal summon searches. They're just like, wow, we've got a normal summon searcher. Of course you're gonna run it. Of course you're gonna run it. Probably a 3 of too. My fucking fan turning off. Too bad. Alright. Blizzard Dragon. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. It cannot change its battle position or declare an attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Like, what? Next. Oh my god. Is it him? Is that him? Is that him? So how do you pronounce that first word, guys? How do you say that? Far. Alright, Farfa Malab. I actually don't even know the full name, how to pronounce the rest of this card's name, because I only know it for the first part. It's just Farfa Malabranche? Braque? Some shit? If you control a monster that is not a burning-based monster, destroy this card. You can use one per turn. Okay. If you control a spell card, press on this card from your hand. Okay. If this card's sent to the graveyard, you can target one monster in the field, banish it until the next end phase. Oh, until the end phase. That's not a bad effect. To mill this thing, you actually get a good effect from it. Not fucking bad. Not a bad effect on this one either. There's a lolly ash feet lover guy. Yeah, that dude. The E is silent, so Mana Brach? Or Mana Brack? The Burning Beast? Something like that? Or but he's the first E is silent, so Malbracasis. I don't fucking know. I think it really matters, so we'll just call it Farfa. Why'd my fan keep turning off? Stop that. Fuck. The technical difficulties chatting.
Our games on motorcycles!
Fan keeps turning off. Right. Oh, where am I? Yeah, well, its effect seems pretty good. Of all the Burning Abyss we've gone through so far, this one's a pretty good one. Banish to the next end phase, or to your end phase. Gets it to stop having some kind of disruption on board. You can get rid of that shit real quick. Just until the end of the turn. You can bop your opponent during that turn for an OTK. Many good reasons to use it. I banish until the yeah, just the banish on a mill seems really good. This card doesn't even seem bad in like just stuffing in the Light Swan deck, honestly. Just milling this card in general, just with a charge? It can't be that bad. Cannot be that bad. Alright. Unmasked Dragon. When this card is destroyed battle and sent to the graveyard, you can spell summon one worm. Don't care. Moving on. Nikki Tama. Okay. Cannot be special summons. It's a spirit monster. During the end phase of this turn, yeah, blah blah, goes back to hand. During the turn this card was normal summon or flip face up, you can normal summon one spirit monster in addition to your normal summon or set. Here's once per turn. When this card is sent to the graveyard, draw one card. You must control a spirit monster to activate and resolve this effect. I mean, I would say they can use this for like Exceed summoning or something, but don't most spirit monsters have the stupid like you cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect on them? So you can't even like Exceed summon with this? I don't know what the rest of the spirits do. Actually, most of them have dumb locks on them though. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because you probably normal summon this over the top of him, right? The starter for this dude. I guess they don't all have that. You can use it on this guy too. Use an Armano. Oh, let's make a little rank 4 engine out of it. Okay. So it's a little rank 4 making card, is it? You can't say someone's spirit cards, is that what it said? What? Alright, well, there you go, another rank 4 making engine, I guess, for people that want to play spirits. Just going to point out that still, it's literally doing the same effect that you could just do with Yusenju. Spirit literally just seems like discount Yusenju entirely, like completely. What do these do that Yusenju don't? They seem exactly the same. Amano is their only saving card. The only way people use that card is just abusing it with that stupid, like, fucking whatever that skill is called. So it just stays on board. And in that case, you might as well be playing fucking Rocks, because Rocks is just a better way to play Amano, right? Oh man, no. Whatever. Not a bad card, but like, you just play Yusenju, right? I feel like it's got to just be a Yusenju card. Oh, just no. Sorry, you just play Yusenju over this, right? Tribute, yeah, you could use this for that tribute. Like I said, some of that dark dust spirit would be kind of cool. Kind of a silly little combo you can do with it. The spirit attachment might mean something. We'll see. If there's any more spirit cards coming up that make it broken, we'll see. But this card by itself, not too exciting. Just because I think there's better archetypes that do the same thing. Alright. But it's not a bad card though, it just makes rank 4, so cool. Alright. Chuen, Light of the Yang Zing. When this card you control is destroyed battle or card effect is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Yang Zing monster from your deck, except Chuen, Light of the Yang Zing. When any monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, and if you do, banish it when it leaves the field. Oh, so this is a tuner monster. A very low level tuner monster, so it doesn't work very well with these guys, but if you can get this guy on board with this, not too bad, I guess. It's not that great though, it's a pretty shitty tuner. He's pretty low level for a tuner. I'm hoping there's one a bit higher than this, I'm hoping. Your tuna monster. I love me tuna monsters. It's OP. It's nice that when your monster destroyed it comes back again. That's kind of neat. But it seems like a very low level. Combo piece? So I think I'd like to have cards that work with these cards more because they have this sick protection on them, right? And this one's too low level to be used with them. Mistiming? Nah, whatever. I think it's too low level for me to use it, I think. Oh, unless there's like, maybe it's not too low level, but I'm hoping there's a better tuner in here, I'm hoping. Because I don't like this one too much. Even its effects aren't that great. Not that great. We'll see. I'm hoping there's a better tuner in this one. I don't like this one too much. Alright. Suani, Fire of the Yang Zing. When this card you control destroy a battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special assign one Yang Zing monster from your deck in defense position, except blah blah. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can immediately after this result, assign one synchro monster. Okay. As soon as you use this card as material, just gains attack and defense. It's a higher level this time though, so I guess there's a level 5 right there. Doesn't come with the cool ass protection this dude does though. But that is a level 5. I don't really need to go through this card though. It's the same as these two. Like the same, like all the same talking points. Where the only difference is, wow, this one's a higher level and its effect is shittier. So depends on what levels you need. Depends on which ones you run. I'm guessing. Because if you can run these ones, you'll run them over it, obviously. But if you need a level 4, then you'll run this one. That's basically how it's going to go. Not much to talk about with it. I've already spoken about the other ones. Alright. Thunderbird's a go, apparently. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, except during the damage step, you can banish this card you control. During the next standby phase, return this card banished by its effect to the field, and if you do, it gains 200 attack. Okay, that doesn't really do a whole lot. It's pretty average. Not sure what the purpose of this is. Is there like weird combos with Evil Swarm that I can think of that you need this for? Not any weird combos that I can think of for it, so alright. Cool. With 0 force? Is that card coming up or force? Get out of my face. Oh god, that's toxic. But we already have cards that can do this, right? So like, unless you're playing specifically Evil Swarm, maybe? Just doing some dumb Evil Swarm combo, I guess. Could be a good little meme, I guess. I think that doesn't seem too competitive to me though, but you know what? Good meme. Solid meme. Alright. Artama. Cannot be special summoned. During the end phase of the turn this card is normal face up, return it to hand. When this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can add 1 spirit monster from your deck to your hand. So a Spirit Searcher. Okay. Not terrible. I don't think there's any special summon in Spirit though, right? There's a Stratos for Spirit. just like this dude is a Stratos for MAJESPECTRE, where the fuck is. It's not having a search is not bad, but I'm not really sure. I'm still looking for stuff to make spirits work, right? So I don't really see. I don't know what spirits we have in the game right now. Biggest one's like Amaterasu, right? Fuck. Biggest one's Amaterasu, I think. Sounds like a fucking Subterra card or some shit. I just don't see the combo for this shit yet. I'm going through it and I still don't see any combo for this stuff. Alright, well it's a searcher. Searchers are good, but there needs to be something you want to search for, you know. I don't think, you know, just like search for this for a rank 4 next turn. That seems so fucking slow. Alright, on to the SR rarities. Finally in the exciting part of the What did I just see subscribe to my channel? Yang Zing, more like no Zing. Thank you for the sub. They're just burning him with his fucking YouTube name. What the fuck? And in love with D&D, Kappa. Thank you for the sub. What the fuck? Roasting the deck without just with the YouTube profile name. Interesting. Alright. Yang Zing creation. Once per turn, if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Yang Zing monster from your deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except synchro monsters. Surprise present, give this to your opponent with that dumb skill. Make it so you can only summon synchro monsters. Pog. Huh. I mean, this doesn't actually. The fact this is continuous makes it seem actually not that bad. You can kind of loop with this shit, right? Because you can summon these guys. That when they're destroyed, they'll special summon more stuff. It's like an infinite wall. They swing in, they destroy your monster, or destroy it with a card effect or whatever. Then you bring out another one from the deck. They destroy that. It brings out another one from the deck. It just keeps fucking going. Not to mention you can bring out one of these and then use it to synchro with one of the other monsters or something, right? Trap card seems alright. I don't mind the fact that it's a continuous effect, seems pretty good. Careful running out of monsters, I guess. Yeah, I should be running this, he's pretty good. He's like a good trap card. Not sure how many you would run. It's obviously continuous effects you don't want to run too many of, I don't think. So maybe a 2 of? You might run a 3 of, I'm not sure. We'll see. Seems like a good trap card though. I doubt you won't be running this in the deck. I'm pretty sure it's like a guaranteed being run. Just from the infinite wall alone is just so good. If they don't have like a mystical, or don't have like an MST or something, or they're forced to remove this instead of like one of these monsters, that's pretty rough for them. So I assume it'll be run. Infinite walls are so good because this means you won't die. So as long as you've got a good wall in Duel Links, like as long as you have like a Kite Roid type effect, you know, you just won't die. Good standard turn 1, your deck's probably going to be more playable than most other decks in the game. So I can see this being a good card. Alright, Pendulum Cool. Now I saw a lot of people hyping this card up, so this better be a hype card, chat, alright? I know it's a pendulum card, so I'm probably going to give it like a really boring thoughts towards it still, but it better be somewhat, you know, relevant. Alright. Pendulum Cool. Discard 1 card, add 2 Pendulum Edition monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Also, until the end of your opponent's next turn after this card resolves, which of the cards your opponent's owns cannot be destroyed by card effects. You activate Pendulum Cool per turn. You can activate this card if you activate a Magician monster Pendulum effect this turn. Ah, so it's a Scale Searcher. So it searches your 2 scales, huh? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Discard 1, get the 2 scales. So it just guarantees the 2 cards you want in your starting hand for scales. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely ups the consistency of pendulum decks. This is, my god, what they fucking need. Not too great if you... I guess it's... I don't know. It seems alright. And read this. 2 cards are missing. Mythic Water and missing... I have no idea what those do. No point telling me about them. Thank you for the sub, Soza. Appreciate it, bud. I know about it. This card seems really fucking good, but I'm not sure, like... Where are we running it? I assume we had to make, like, a Magician deck. You can't at least... I guess Magicians are pretty generic, but... I wish it was up to as well, rather than adding 2. So it means you could like run like 3 of this and just 1 of each and just play like your normal pendulum deck. If it's like not up to is kind of annoying. Because I'm not sure like there's only 2 magician monsters I'm thinking of, but there's things like this too, right? There's a new one now, right? So we've got 3 targets, unless there's some coming up. 4 targets, got this dude as well. Oh no, got these guys as well. Okay, there's plenty of stuff in here. It's not really enough to make an archetype out of it though yet, right? I don't think. Pot of pendulum, not quite. What degree generates resources? This one doesn't generate anything, just goes net even. Alright, I mean it's a good card. I'm not sure. I'm not a super like big pendulum player. Obviously from the video I made that I really dislike pendulum, so I'm not sure like what the where this is going to see play, or where the magicians are going to go, or where you're going to stuff them in. If they're going to be their own archetype, if you know, try and stick them in stuff. But it's obviously a good card. It's just guarantees you certain 2 cards in the opening hand if you draw this card. So, not bad. Especially not bad if there's like cards you want to discard as well. So, moving on. Odd Eyes Fusion. Fusion summon one dragon fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, you can also use up to 2 Odd Eyes monsters in your extra deck as fusion materials. Is there any Odd Eyes monsters in the extra deck that are not a fucking pendulum? There isn't, right? God damn it. I already have them in the extra deck. Well, the cards you play have 2 monsters. And you have to control no monsters. The cards are so hard for me to rate because I'm really bad at trying to rate pendulum cards. Because we have got some fusion. Dragon Fusion. Fuck. We have got the ones we just got given, right? These guys. Turn 2 card. It doesn't seem too exciting to me. That's all I'm trying to get at. I look at them, just like, yeah, alright. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to rate these cards. So I see this card, I'm like, let's compare this to Neos Fusion. Or Red Eyes Fusion. You take the stuff straight out of deck. This one's like, oh, you have to already do something to get the resources in your extra deck to use it. Which I guess isn't too hard, like the field spell. You contribute your Odd Eyes, put it in the extra deck, then you have a resource there to use, I guess, and you get a search. There's like a cool little combo there, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, it's like, it has to be comboed with stuff to seem useful, as opposed to just like Neos Fusion or Red Eyes Fusion just work by themselves. The Red Eyes Fusions are decent? Are they? Only one of them seems decent. This one seems like shit. This one seems great though, right? As far as I remember. It's unfair to card effects this turn. This one seems okay. Using a pendulum summoned monster on the field. This one doesn't even. You already have to have one on field to use it. Oh god. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not too excited when I see. Is this card searchable, by the way? Do we have a search for this in the game? If it's searchable, that also might make a difference. I don't think the field spell searches it, right? It only searches monsters. I think. Oh, it is searchable. Oh, that changes a bit. Oh, that changes a bit quite. That changes it quite a bit because it makes it like a really good combo with the field spell. To the point where the field spell, you can just run this as a one-of and then combo it with that field spell specifically. And not use it unless you're comboing it with that, which could be pretty good. Pop something, put it in the extra deck with Sky Iris. Add this card to hand, then you can use the thing in the extra deck and something on board for your summoning. Still not sure how useful that will be though, because the resource in Odd Eyes is still pretty fucking shit. Trying to get like a good amount of, like the 2 scales, this in hand, a Sky Iris, like there's so much fucking shit you need to get this shit to work, right? I don't know. Keeper of Dragon Magic can search it? I just have Fusion. Yeah, true. I think that matters too much, though. I don't think we're running Keeper for this. I don't know. It's so hard for me to rate pendulum cards, man. I don't fucking know. My brain can't wrap my head around this big brain stuff. It doesn't seem that super great. It seems like it's a good maybe one-off for Sky Iris stuff. I don't think you're running as a 3-of though. I think I'm just waiting to see like some Odd Eyes cards that boost the consistency of the deck rather than stuff that's trying to increase power. Yeah, on the field it also seems super odd because it means you have to have like... Because you want to have to pendulum summon a monster for its fucking... the effect, right? For the fusion monster, whatever it was, this dude. is you pendulum summon monster on the field as fusion material. So you have to have, because that's the one you want to summon with it, right? You have to have the 2 scales to do a pendulum summon, the fusion spell, potentially Skyrise to put something in the extra deck. You really alright fusion the teacher. Because it's just like the other thing about this stuff is, right, is you could just, instead of searching that, you could just search for the fucking, where is it? The dude that just does the summoning anyway? I don't think it's an odd ice card, but you know what I mean? These cards here that have like the fusion summon effects on them or whatever. So we already have ways of doing fusion summoning. I'm just not sure how practical this is. I have to wait and see, I think. It's too hard for me to go through. There's a skill for it? I guess that would help it too. That's a wait and see kind of thing. I can't really rate it. I don't know, boys. It's too hard. My brain's too small. But you know what, chat? Put it to a vote. What do you think, chat? I'm pretty sure I can do polls, right? Let's do a poll. Is this card a banger? Make use of the poll feature. Alright, give me a vote, chat. Vote while I'm checking out the next card. Alright. Evil Swarm Nightmare. 2 level 4 dark monsters. When your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can attach material from this card. Change the spell. Ooh, a Book of Moon. Ooh. Oh, it's not generic. It's only dark decks that could use it. It's just like it means dark decks have a much better turn 1 now instead of Roach. Ooh, it is a win effect. Hey, that's so. Oh, okay, chat. What deck's making use of this? 69% says no. Nice. What deck's making use of this, chat? What do we got? What rank 4 decks have we got in that are dark in the game? Give us some decks. Brainstorm some decks in chat, boys. There's got to be something good for this, right? Ooh, Destiny Hero is a fucking great one, actually. Ooh, that's a sick one. Evil Swarm. Destiny Hero is a sick one, actually. This is so going in fucking the Destiny Hero deck currently. Like, I'd probably just make a video on Destiny Hero using this card alone, just the current one we've got. Vampires, Blackwings, Lunar Lights? Lunar Lights dark? Possibly, right? Like, Lunar Lights is when someone they're big on target will turn one anyway. Oh no, Mads. Thank God that deck's pretty dead. Gimmick Puppet. Gimmick Puppet's an interesting one, actually. That is kind of an interesting one, because their turn ones kind of suck at the moment. Phantom Knight? Is there actually some Phantom Knight stuff coming out, or what? Does this like Book of Moon every monster if your opponent pendulum summons? Yes. Also, this isn't the once per turn too as well. So if they try to normal summon on top of it. Oh, sorry, they couldn't do that. Never mind. But yeah, if they pendulum summon, you can only, if you use this effect once, it'll turn them all face down. The fact it's not once per turn is pretty sick too, actually. If it special summons, nope. Try special summon again, nope. It's got the shittest attack on the planet though. Garbage ass attack, but its defense isn't that bad. Okay. So the main one I see is Destiny Hero. Game Papa can only play dark number monsters? Ah, oh, true. The skills are all locking shit in though. Gravekeeper. Blackwing turn 1 sucks, they can compete. That is true. It's solely for turn 1. That really doesn't matter though. Because the issue with running cards that are only for like turn 1 or turn 2, like the issues with those, is generally their main deck cards, right? This doesn't affect your drawing your starting hand. If it's turn 1, if it's turn 2, just don't summon it. You're not forced to. But if it's like a turn 2 only card and you draw it in your starting hand, it's like, oh, you're just kind of forced to use it, or you're forced to have it. It's like a brick. But this doesn't brick you, it's just an extra deck card. So it's just like a good toolbox card. So the fact it's only like a turn 1 card, it doesn't matter at all. The card is going to be fucking insane. This card's actually nuts. Just depends on what dark decks we've got. I think the main one seems to be Destiny Hero, that I see. Blackwing's an interesting one. I'd be interested to see if it's actually good enough, or if it would help Blackwing enough. Because Blackwing's main issue is their turn 1. They don't have one. Because their turn 2 is fucking nutty. Although Blackwing, if you're going to be using resources for this, might then struggle to try and get off a good turn 2. I don't know. It's a really fucking good card. It's nuts. Evil Eye? Nah. I don't think so. Evil Eye can't really set up this kind of thing turn 1 easily. Not easily. Because the only way they get 2 level 4s on board is with skills, right? DD? Maybe. Element Saber? I'm not sure about that one. Seems like a very good Destiny Hero card. Not sure about... I mean, it might be a good Evil Swarm card too, you know? It is an Evil Swarm. Damn, what a fucking sick effect though. Okay. Destiny Hero just got pretty fucking... got a nice little buff. And the good thing about Destiny Hero 2 is, right, is their current, like, combo doesn't matter if you've got the resources sent to the graveyard, because you just destroy your field spell and, oh, they're back again. So using the resources on this card won't matter. You still get your resources back. Blackwing extra deck already filled. I think Blackwing's extra deck actually has a couple of slots available. Pretty sure it has a couple of slots. There's no, a few of them were running the Banshee Boy, little spider. I think most were actually, so you could even just swap out for this if you want to. You have a song and protect with that quick play spell. 2 hours of it's taking ages. I don't care, it's taking ages, it's fun. More ad revenue, you know. I like doing long streams. It's got to be dank, absolutely dank though. Just have to find out what decks to use it in. It's probably more we're not thinking of, but Destiny Heroes isn't the main one. Alright. Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss, a level 6. Okay, so this is very easy to summon because level 3 and fucking wherever the tuner monster is. You can only control one. Oh, this is generic, by the way, so just in case it's usable for something else. You can only control one Virgil once per turn. Once per turn, you can discard one Burning Abyss card and type one card your opponent controls are in their graveyard. Shuffle it into the deck. Not bad. Not a quick effect though. If this card on the field destroy a battle or card effect into the graveyard, you can draw one card. Alright, so a shuffle effect isn't bad. It does cost a discard though. Does that proc their effects? It does, actually. So it gives you the effect of the Burning Abyss cards too when they're sent to the graveyard. Yeah, shuffle removal is pretty good. It's very good. It's target though, right? It is target though. And it procs all the Burning Abyss effects. Okay. Seems pretty good. Can't complain about it so far. If we can easily summon this, which seems to be quite easy. Really see the downside. I guess you may lose resources quickly with it, because it's effectively using 3 cards worth of value, so unless you're getting really good value effects from your Burning Abyss discard, it's probably not that super good. It's definitely not a bad effect though, I can't complain about it. Certainly better than the Burning Abyss stuff we currently have, so it's better than that. That's a step up. We've got an upgrade. Good card. I suspect we'll be trying this in all our Burning Abyss decks. That's for sure. Alright, Buster Dragon. So another generic. 1 tuner, 1 on 2 monsters, and it's a level 8. All monsters your opponent control become dragon. Oh no, I just realized why this has Buster in the name. Oh no. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Bladed monster, you can target 1 Buster Bladed monster in your graveyard specials. Oh no. Once per turn during your... Wait, we don't need DNA surgery for Buster Blader anymore, right? Oh no. Oh, consistent Buster Blader? Nah, fam. I don't know about that one. Yeah, once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Buster Blade. So you can actually summon, like, you can use... What Buster's level is level 7, I'm going to say? Isn't it the level 1 attuner anyway? This is a tuner. This is a tuner and the other one's level 7. Oh, you synchro summon this and you can bring this thing back. Oh dear god. And this thing engrave as a thing, right? Oh my goodness. Oh god. Yeah, of course he's still going to play DNA Surgery, because it's still a sick combo. It's just the main issue with Buster Blader, the 100% the main issue with it is you have to rely so heavily on DNA Surgery, people running things like Destiny Draw and fucking Kite Roids to try to get a hold of it, otherwise it's a useless deck. You may not even need the DNA Surgery if this is consistent enough. If you can make this thing extremely consistently, and summon, you know, the boy... My god. Like, people may not have seen this card before, because some of you guys are probably new to this, right? New to dueling, if you haven't seen this card before, because not many people play it. Let me just read it. Let me just read it out for you. Must be fusion summoned and can be special summoned by their effects. This card cannot attack directly. This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for each dragon type monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard. So keep in mind, you're turning every monster they control into dragons. This thing already has 2,800 attack. And the other monster that's next to you is already a dragon anyway. Change all dragon-type monsters your opponent controls to defense position. All dragon-type monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. And if this is card attack to defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. Oh god, I hope this isn't consistent. Oh my god, it is the most cancer deck to play against, I'm not gonna lie. If this is consistent, this combo, it's gonna be so fucking gross. It's definitely gonna be tried. I'm definitely gonna try and make a video on this. If it's consistent, that's nuts. It'll be so busted. Like if this is a consistent combo, I'd expect it to be meta relevant. It's obviously has a problem with things like Book of Moon and shit like that. But even that's like kind of fixed by having just DNA surgeries in the deck, right? So you don't have to rely on this card. It's just this fixes the consistency problem they have. Also, you could just run things like, you know, triple Forbidden Lance or whatever. Charles is good too, negates the effects. There's plenty of ways to counter it. But if it's easy to summon, that'd be nuts. God, fucking hell. I expect to have a good chance to be meta relevant. It'd definitely be rogue enough to like compete in some tournaments at least. Even if it's not like, yeah. It's fucking bastard. Not to mention if they destroy your Buster Blader, you can just resurrect it, right? This thing has Buster Blader in its name. It's so dumb. Alright, moving on. Okay, we've talked about this card enough. This card's fucking nuts. You don't even need to use DNA Surgery, yeah. DNA Surgery is like good like follow-up maybe. I don't know. Monster Reborn, I guess. Alright, moving on. Dinoster Power the Mighty Draco Slayer. 1 Draco Slayer Pendulum Monster plus 1 Pendulum Monster. Have we even seen any... Am I stupid? Have we seen any Draco Slayers yet? Where are the Draco Slayers at? I just missed some stuff. Where are they at? Must be summoned from the extra deck by attributing the above cards. This doesn't need poly, that's pretty sick. Pendulum monster cards in your monster zones and pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by battle your opponent's card effects. Okay. Once per turn, you special summon one Draco Slayer pendulum monster from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot be used as fusion material. Is it just the ultra rare? That's kind of random. That seems so random. Alright, this card's a pretty low attack stat. It's very easy to summon though. I don't know about this card. It seems like super wacky. Seems very wacky. Low attack stat, easy to summon, but is this effect even that useful? Because you got 3 zones, right? You pendulum summon 2, you use them for your fusion summon. Then what? Like, it's kind of got this thing on board that protects your scales? It's like a boss monster though. It's got fat defense, I guess. They get sent to the extra, true. That's not too helpful because you're probably pendulum summoning to summon this in the first place, right? Unless you're using poly to summon this when this thing doesn't use poly. So you're probably needing to pendulum summon to summon this out initially, right? And then you can't pendulum summon the ones from the extra deck, so it's like, yeah. Shane says helps you in the TCG habits, they're probably splitting the archetype across them. Probably. Don't know, I don't like to look at this card so far. It seems like it's not that great. But then again, just like this fucking card over here, me rating pendulum monsters is just a fucking omega lol. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so in regards to pendulum monsters, take it as a grain of salt. This fucking is probably the most broken card they've ever released. Alright, moving on. Alright, Seer Malabrak of the Burning Abyss. If you control a monster, there's no Burning Abyss monster, stress card, blah 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 blah. You try spell cards, blah blah blah. If this card sends to the graveyard, you can target 1 Burning Abyss monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Ooh, that's a good effect too. You can potentially synchro climb with that, right? Because this card plus the tuner monster, you make this, bring back the tuner monster, and then you can go even higher. You can go to level 9. So you can synchro climb with that. That's pretty fucking dope. Or you can just make another Xyz monster out of it. You don't have to. You can just not do any climber at all. You can even just summon this, special summon 1 back, special summon another from hand, go into another synchro monster or something. But it seems pretty fucking cracked. Does seem pretty cracked. I thought you loved pendulums. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. All right, very good card. Very good card. You can use as discard fodder for this guy, and you don't even like lose resources, and you bring something back. He's so fucking good. See, it was limited for such a long time. I mean, the card seems really good. It's like, I can't talk shit about it. It seems really good. Not to mention, this card is a Burning Abyss monster, right? Yeah, so like, you can bring back the Synchro monster if it's destroyed too. So it can be a good comeback card as well as just being useful for all the other stuff it's useful for. Like, good shit. Yeah, make Dante smile. We'll talk about that card in a bit. Alright, we're getting there, chat. Hold your horses. We're getting there. Alright. Jitao, Darkness of the Yang Zing. I can't even tell what's going on in this card art. It's really badly drawn, honestly. When this card you control is destroyed by a card effect, it's into the graveyard. You can special summon using monster in your deck and attack position, blah blah blah. If you control the monsters, you can send 2 Yang Zing cards from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Yang Zing monster with 0 attack and 1 Yang Zing monster with 0 defense from your deck. Banish them during the end phase. It's kind of awkward because you can't use it for the You can't use it for the synchro summoning effect from the other guys. You just have to synchro summon manually. You send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard to get 2 specific ones from the deck for a synchro summon. I mean, this card seems really good just because if you draw this card, you can basically like guarantee a certain 3-slot board that you might want for a synchro summon. Dante stream makes chat motivated, true. Any bits without Beatrice is just Australia without kangaroos and poisonous spiders. Hey, we could do without some of those. Let's see a search. I mean, that's what it does. Brings out the stuff. Are their effects negated? I didn't even read that. From your graveyard to someone's deck. Yes, I assume just making a specific synchro monster with this. I don't know much else to say about it. Seems just like seems good. Just, if there's a specific synchro monster that's really good that you want to summon with this. My only concern is the fact that it banishes during the end phase means you can't use their quick effects and meant to be used during your opponent's turn, which is kind of sad. Obelisk deck? Now this guy's in a I guess. Alright, not sure what to say about this card. I think I want to wait to see what the synchro monster is, because it's obviously coming up. I think it's this dude up here, so we'll wait and see what that guy does, you know. We'll see. I don't think this doesn't lock you into Yang Zings too, though, right? So you can just summon any synchro monster with it. It's good that none of the Yang Zing stuff seems to be locking you into a specific synchro monster, though, which is pretty good. So you can just run generic stuff too. We'll see, we'll see. This does take a lot of resources to use this, though. Oh, it doesn't really... It net's kind of the same, but at the same time, it's like using 3 monsters for a... It's using 3 cards for 1 synchro summon, which is kind of rough. It's pretty rough, actually, using 3 cards for 1 synchro summon. Because normally you only use 2, and at best decks only use 1, so... Well, 1, like, started and goes into them without having to use a bunch of resources. There's another Buster Blader support? Oh god. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Destruction Sword Memories. Discard 1 Destruction Sword card, special summon Buster Blader monster from your deck. You manage this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon 1 Buster Blader the Dragon from your extra deck, by banishing fusion monsters listed on it from your graveyard. Can that be done during your opponent's turn, chat? Can we use this during our opponent's turn? Can? So you synchro summon this fucking thing, and then the resources are in the grave for this already. Alright. Well then. Hope you guys are ready for a really, really AIDS couple of weeks of Duel Links. I hope you guys got your Book of Moons and your quick effect negates ready. Because my god, this is going to be annoying. Oh god, even if it doesn't turn out to be meta, this deck is so irritating to play against. If you're a Blue Eyes player, Omega lol. You're actually getting your fucking deck. Oh my god, it's so good. Where is it? If you're a Blue Eyes player, have fun getting your stuff fucking whatever it's called, super polyed. Oh my god, that's gross. It's so gross. God, that's gross. That is fucking... Oh, it's so gross. Why is it the deck that I'm most excited for here is fucking Buster Blader? That can't be a good thing, right? All these new support cards, like, for all these, like, these decks and new archetypes, I'm just like, Buster Blader? I guess even this guy, I'm excited for this guy too. What the fuck? God damn. There's no way Buster Blader won't be strong after this. There's no way. Having everyone have to, like, if you don't have Book of Moon, you're fucking doomed. My god. It's such a nuts combo. The materials from this just work with the trap card for the Synchro Summon, or for the Fusion Summon. It's fucking nuts. Alright, moving on. Great card, insane card. I expect 15 of these in every Buster Blader deck. Alright. Compulsory Escape Device. Each player chooses 1 monster they control and shuffles it into the deck. It's... The reason why this card could... I don't think we're gonna use this. It's not a bad effect by any means, but I don't think we're gonna use it. Because like the only card that's similar to this that gets run is that card that gets used in Shiranui, fucking Ballista Squad. But the reason Ballista Squad's used is because you want the monster destroyed, right? Ballista? It's kind of... I can't even spell Ballista, can I? Ballista... I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. The fucking... I don't know how many squad is it. Come on. Yeah, so it's kind of similar to this. Kind of. Obviously, it's much better because it's much better on the removal side because it's non-target and it shuffles, so it's not even destruction. But that's kind of bad too, considering the only reason people run stuff that generally destroys your own board is because you want that stuff in the grave. So the only decks that were using this are Goki and Shiranui. There's no other cards that are kind of using the tribute your own board kind of effects. So this isn't a bad effect, it's like a really strong form of removal. Especially considering it makes your opponent choose, because that's like the Cyber Angel effect, right? Where you can make your opponent choose, and then it's immune from... Making your opponent choose is such a weird effect, because it means that your opponent also can't make your monster immune to monster effects. I think it still goes off. Or like make your card immune from your opponent's monster effects, it'll still go off. It's kind of weird. The rulings are odd around it. But it's just essentially it's a really strong form of removal. But just kind of like... I don't think it's that great because not many decks run Ballista Squad anymore, and the ones that do use it for, like I said, put stuff in grave. So shuffling monsters that from your, I don't know. It's a pretty strong form of removal though. I wouldn't be surprised if some people start running this card or specific decks start running this card, especially decks that like combo off summon a boss monster that just have like a little mini one next to it or something. Just at the end of their combo, you might use it. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. It's like too exciting. I'd certainly say it's exciting for people that want to invest into this box and don't have generic back row removal already, or not back row removal, generic back row already, because it's a good back row card. So run it if you don't have the other standard back row cards. It's not a bad one to run. But if you control no monsters, then you're fucked. No, it won't work if you have no monsters on the field. You won't be able to activate it. So Harpies is kind of a good example because you get to start you've summoned your big boy. I don't know. I don't think it's that exciting though. Not bad though, not bad card. Might be good in like certain side deck situations too. If there's certain decks that might have trouble outing or whatever. Vampires can use it probably. Although vampires like having cards in graves too though, right? So it's kind of weird not running just a Ballista Squad over it if you want to use that kind of effect. Yeah, not so sure. What about this card? I'm saying I'm not so sure about it. That's not the whole point. It seems like a good card. I'm just not sure, like, if we're really going to run it. Probably not. Doesn't seem that bad, though. Sure, some decks might make use of it. Spiritual Flame Strike. If you control an odd eyes card, target one card on the field and destroy it. Okay. Add to your hand one level 7 odd eyes monster from your deck, or one face up level 7 opponent's from extra deck. Okay. Another search. I mean, search is always good, so I can't complain. Got a searcher. A searcher that can also be used to pop stuff, which is pretty sick. Okay, I mean, this is a 3 of any odd eyes deck. It's just a 3 of any odd eyes deck. You can use it to pop stuff, or you can use it to search stuff. It's not even a once per turn effect, right? So if you have multiple, it's not even a brick. SPF Awakening, it summons from decks, you can recycle. Okay. Now, I quite like this card. If you want to play Odd Eyes, I assume he's going to run it. It seems good. He's going to target, remove something, or search for something. Really good. Adds more consistency to the deck, which, like I said much earlier, is the thing Pendulum needs. They don't really need more strength cards. They need ways to make them fucking consistent, so they just don't brick. I think that's the main reason why the only one that's been super successful in Duel Links so far is Abyss Actors, because it's just so consistent. That's basically it. And because it's turn 1, it's like ultra defensive as well. So it actually has some ways to survive and search. That's the main thing they need, is just consistency stuff. Good consistency, the deck's probably playable, so Good card, good destruction, and a search as well. Not much else to say about it, just a good card all around. Thank you for the sub, Robin Berger. Thank you, buddy. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, chat, make sure to do so. It's probably some new guys around here. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Those days, you know, when I go live and do streams like this, when I do box openings, when I actually make decks out of these cards and upload videos on them, you'll be able to see them. So there you go. All right. Moving on to the main event card, the one chat gets super excited and wet about apparently. Dante, Traveller of the Burning Abyss. Dante, Dodger of the ban list, as a lot of people like to call him. Once per turn, 2 level 3 monsters, generic. Once per turn, you can attach one material from this card, choose a number from 1 to 3, then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card gains 500 attack for each card sent. If this card attacks, if it's changed defense position in the other battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Burning Abyss card in your graveyard, except this card, add it to your hand. So you can give this guy a fat 1500 attack boost, so he's 2500, and you mill 3 cards. So you get all the effects of all your Burning Abyss boys, all get to proc off. Not to mention, he's also a generic card, so if you have any deck that likes graveyard stuff, you can use it in that too. See, it can bring back Dante. At that point, I'm not sure you really... Wait, does it not have to attach materials for its first effect? No, first effect is attach materials, so bringing it back from grave doesn't really do a whole lot. He's not a hard once per turn, so just summon 2 Dantes. Not sure you want to summon 2 Dantes, but I guess you can. Summon Dante, mill the dude that banishes, summon another Dante, banish another card, beat him to death with just Dantes. Oh my god. Why an Ultra? Because the card's really good. I think it's going to be a bit worse in Duel Links than IRL though, I think, just because we don't have as much stuff for it. But it's definitely a fucking sick card. Can use in magnets, certainly can. You need one more magnet milled from your little your Berserkion to be summoned, or just need more materials for Berserkion to destroy stuff. Can be summoned in there, not a bad effect. Super curious on how good Burning Abyss is going to be, because this last... Oh no, there's one more Burning Abyss card coming up. So I'll review the entirety of Burning Abyss when we go to the last card. Some super... Wait, how do you use level 3 card in Magnet? Most of the magnets are level 3. It's only Magna. Where is it? Where are we? Yeah, they're all level 3. Not bad, not bad. Still not super convinced on Burning Abyss being nuts yet. We're going to see a few more cards first, alright? Because currently I don't see a turn 1 that's too good. So you might be like one of those... Because you can't even like rely heavily on back row. I guess you can just set the back row after you do all your summons. You can. I don't really want to be playing a back row focused deck. I want to have some other stuff in there. I don't particularly see any good turn 1 stuff coming up. This dude isn't a quick effect, right? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Bit sus. Bit sus. We shall see. We shall see. Alright. Baxia, Brightness of the Yang Zing. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner worm type monsters. Oh my god. It's also counted as okay, I forgot the name of it. Metaphys. It's Metaphys support as well. There you go. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of different original attributes of the worm type monsters used for the synchro summon of this card. Shuffle them into the deck. Ooh. Once per turn, you target one card you control and 1 level 4 alone monster in your graveyard. Destroy the card on the field, and if you do, special summon the other monster from the graveyard. Oh, so this can be... You can synchro summon this using this guy, then destroy something on field to What level is this? 8, 5, 6, 7, 10. So you can summon this guy using a tuner monster. You destroy a card on field, bring back one of the sick guys, one of these guys. Because then you can use their effects for you can use their effects during your opponent's turn, if you wanted to. Not sure what you'd summon with just this guy and this guy, but I don't know. So that's kind of a weird thing you can do with it. They can make level 10s with that. Let's make level 9s, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just trying to think like what you're trying to bring back with this, and I assume you meant to just bring back those guys. But we're not really sure what you're going to try and summon with it. Shuffle 3. Yeah, it is a shuffle 3 with this dude, isn't it? Shuffle 3. Is it shuffle just any cards at all? Or was it just any cards at all? Check out Beatrice. Is that the Burning Abyss card? Or was that one with this card? Which one's this one from? That's a Burning Abyss card. I'll talk about that later. Five, 7, and 9. We've only got one, right? I kind of wish there was an easier way to get the effects on these guys off. These guys' effects seem so good. Being able to like do things like this during your opponent's turn would be so much better. It seems so hard to get the right materials for exactly this. But you can make this like immune to trap card, which is kind of cool. Doesn't this miss timing? Sure, but mistiming is like more of just you have to be aware of it rather than it's not like it is a downside, but if you're aware of it, you just don't play into that kind of shit. There's plenty of things in the game miss timing. Just being able to do this during your opponent's turn is good enough, even if it is missing timing. It's better being able to do it during your opponent's turn than during your turn anyway. I guess you might. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so hung up on the fact that I wanted to use it during my opponent's turn. It's a really good card, obviously, during your turn too. You can summon this just with this, and so return 3 to hand, off you go, kind of shit. So that's good enough as it is. And with like this fucking thing on board, you're pretty safe in general. Because if they remove this, you just summon all your shit back. Bit sketchy if they have harpies though, and they return it to hand, but. Great card anyway. Great card anyway. I can't wait to see the actual combos on DLM and shit people come up with these kinds of cards. Seems good. Seems good. Alright. Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. Once with this card's in your Pendulum Zone, you can target one card in a Pendulum Zone, destroy it. Is it just me or is this card art stretched? Does this card look stretched to you, chat? Why is it stretched? Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer, continues his journey to uncover the secrets of dragon alchemy. Believing it is the key to dispelling his curse and restoring his memory, his power continues to grow, perhaps the same power used by the Draco fiends. It does? Why the fuck is it stretched? Wide, yeah, fucking wide. Wide pendulum. Alright, chat, I can't be fucked working out what the combo is for this. What's the combo? What are we destroying? Why is this card destroying something? Give me a name. I wanted to look it up myself. I've already forgotten what these cards do, because Pendulum give me absolute sleeper vibes. What card are we destroying with this? What am I looking for? There is no combo. What? It's got to be a combo. Wait, there is no combo? What? What's the point? What? No combo. What am I using it for? Wild Hope? We don't need this fucking thing in Wild Hope. I'm not putting this in my deck for Wild Hope. You can't tell me there's legit no. There's got to be something, right? They wouldn't just add an ultra that does nothing. Surely not. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but really? It's a vanilla Skyros? When Skyros searches, it doesn't search on it, does it? It just destroys. If Skyros gives you a search. Is this the same thing as the Duel Quest Dr. Ultra reward? I hope not. This card's name is what matters? The fact it's Draco Slayer? Oh, because it's the only Draco Slayer we have for that other guy, right? There's a dude that needed specifically Draco Slayer, right? Who the fuck even was it? Oh, it's this dude. So you need it because you need to play this, if you want to play this guy. I see. Okay. Well, that makes more sense, chat. That's what I was looking for. I guess the destroying effect is fucking useless, but so you're using it just for this. Right. And I don't think this card seems that great. So this just seems like a... Yeah, okay. That's I don't really care about these two cards. Alright, my brain's too small for pendulums. These cards seem kind of... I don't fucking know. Good, bad, I don't know. You know what, we'll do another poll in chat. Here you go, chat. While I'm going through the next card... Can I even end this poll? There you go. We'll do another poll if I can. Oh. And it's not going to let me do another poll. You know what? Never mind. Fuck the poll. Oh, there we go. Alright. Draco Slayer. Good, bad. Yeah. There you go, chat. The community can tell you because I don't fucking know. Alright, moving on to the next card. Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. If an Odd Eyes card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon Odd Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Ooh, deck is a good one. Nice scale level too. And it's got fucking flavor text. Made from miracles, this valiant and beautiful dragon has gleaming eyes that reflect an arc drawn in the sky. A beautiful dragon. Don't show it to Kaiba then. This is a good card. This is a good scale. Searchable too, right? Search for it, stick it on there. 6 scale. That means if you ever destroy one of your cards, you get a special summon from deck. Can't complain. It seems like a really just a scale upgrade. It seems like for Odd Eyes. I assume this is searchable with Skyros, right? I assume. Yeah, it is. It's searchable by Spiral. Spiral. Oh, flame missing. Oh, so you can really get a hold of this card if you want it. Okay. This becomes a scale searcher for an 8 instead of... Because the other one's got a shit scale, right? The actual Odd Eyes card? He's got a shit scale, hasn't he? Where is he? Yeah, scale's shit. So this means you have a searcher for a really good scale now too. 2 searchers for a really good scale number. This should make Odd Eyes a lot more consistent, let's just say that, okay? I assume this is more used for the fact that it's just a good scale number than anything else. A searchable scale number. Its effect is alright too, but I assume mostly people just want it because holy shit, we've got an 8 searchable with 2 different cards now. Really good, really good. Doesn't excite me too much though, because, you know, my opinion on pendulums, I don't give a half a fuck about them. I'm more excited about, you know, Buster Blader. Alright, moving on. Final card in the box. Final card, Burning Abyss. And by the way, chat says 69%. Nice. For not wanting to play Draco Slayer, so there you go. There's the opinion of chat. Alright, Scum Malabrak of the Burning Abyss. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. Oh, same kind of effects. Spirit Special Sunnable. Okay, during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 3 Dark Fiend type monster from your deck to your hand. Ooh, searchable. Level 3 Dark Fiend. Is any level 3 Dark? Just out of curiosity, might as well check. There's no random level 3 fiends that are just like happen to exist that are really good, right? Outside of this archetype. It had to be dark, right? Is it just level 3? I just want to just check real quick, just to make sure. Anything we need to worry about here outside of Burning Abysses? This is a bit of an interesting one there. Not sure about that one. Second? Infinity Pog. Alright, nothing too scary by the looks of things. Nothing too scary. Just thought I'd check. So mostly just using it because you send it to the grave, you get to add stuff, add resources to hand. Good stuff. Tour guide? We don't have a tour guide though, right? We don't have the tour guide. Oh, this one? We don't have the other. That's all the tour guide we're talking about though, right? Is it? Where is it? No. I didn't think so. We didn't have the other tour guide, right? We didn't have the good one. Yeah, it's not in Duel Links. It's not, I was looking at cards that we got in Duel Links, chat. I don't care about cards we don't have in Duel Links, alright? Look at the cards that were exciting from what we're getting. We don't care about that yet. Don't care about that shit. Alright, so get some nice little resource gathering from this thing. Alright, so... overall, what do I think of this box? So I'm very sus on Burning Abyss because I don't see a good turn 1 for the deck. Making rank 3 exceeds is kind of sus. Seems like it's an alright turn 2 deck. You can do some pretty cool plays with it. But turn 1, like going first, I'm not really sure what your plan is. Outside just kind of hide behind some treacherous trap holes or some shit. Dante set 2 pass. It seems like the kind of thing, right? It's like, alright. Going second seems pretty good though. I mean, I guess you can just run. I guess it is a graveyard milling deck, so you can just run shit like, you know, this little dude. Like that's the wrong category. You just run shit like, you know, Bacon Save. I didn't spell Bacon Saver right. Really? Why does this O look so weird? What the fuck? You know, anything on Bacon Saver or just, you know, those dinosaur things, the Stego guy. I think his name's Stego. Yeah, this dude. Another graveyard card. So you can certainly protect yourself. Do we run that? The question is, chat, are we running this with lights on? Are we playing this with lights on? I assume the answer is yes. I assume. Seems like it's too good not to try to run with lights on. Seems like the main way I think people will try to play this is lights on, Burning Abyss. No, yes. No. You don't think we're going to play it by itself? No? You can't? I mean, you kind of can though, right? Because you just did the milling. Once you've done your Xyz summoning and stuff, these cards don't destroy themselves anymore. They only nuke themselves in the first place. If you already like do their summoning first, then do your Light Swan after, then they don't do anything like that, right? These guys, Dante doesn't nuke himself when he's on the board, and this guy doesn't nuke himself either. It's just these monsters. So you just do your Burning Abyss summoning first, then your Light Swan summoning. It seems weird not to run all the milling effects. Not raid, like in Tournament just running the the charge and the other thing, not more Raiden trying to mill things. They do nuke themselves, do they? No, these guys don't nuke themselves. Just these guys nuke themselves. But like I said, you just do your Burning Abyss summoning first, summon your dudes, and then you summon your Light Swans afterwards. You just don't summon the Light Swans first. You just summon the other stuff first. It just seems weird not using charge and the other one, whatever the fuck it's called, the discard, fucking draw 2 and mill. Red tastes better on their own. I don't think they conflict. I don't know. It just seems so. I just don't see Burning Abyss being that great on its own at the moment. Seems like we're missing some shit. At least some good rank 3s, because we don't have any good rank 3s for turn 1, right? It doesn't seem that bad. So, like I said, it seems really good going second. I'm just trying to think of ways to play it. Try a variant of both. Probably will. Probably give it a shot. I'll certainly try Burning Abyss anyway, see how it goes. The ritual ones? I heard the ritual ones was... Every time, like, when we were going through the last box, everyone really hated the ritual monster, so... The fake didn't seem that bad, but I know everyone hated it last time. I can't even spell. Burning Abyss. This dude. So one of the ways, until during either player's turn, you summon beast monsters from your hand to the grave until one... Oh, during either player's turn. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. See plus Dante loots be insane. You gotta think of these summon though, chat. You have to like got some like it seems like I said, it seems really good going second. Just I'm not sure about going first. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Just looking for some good turn 1 effects, boys. Because sitting on a Dante turn 1 probably not going to be enough to keep you alive. You probably need some other shit. Although, like I said, you can run fucking bacon savings or whatever else, and you're probably safe. I don't know. Burning Abyss seems like an interesting one. I'd like to see the combos people come up with. I'd love to see them. Especially considering chat doesn't seem that hyped on trying to play Light Swan with them, so maybe then that's not the way to play them. There's some other cool shit people can do. Maybe I'm just thinking too minimal, because like my brain's small. I'm just like Graveyard? Ooh, Light Swan. Probably some other shit you can do with it. Anyway, so other than Burning Abyss, what else we got? We got the Odd Eyes stuff, which I'm not going to play, because Pendulum is the most boring shit I've ever played in my entire life, and have no interest in it. But do I think they're any good? Odd Eyes seems like it's got a massive consistency boost. Not sure about the fusion spell, maybe a one-off. So consistency went up in that deck, so maybe it's playable now. Didn't get any like super good turn 1 stuff, which is also a problem the deck was facing, but that's alright, I guess. These guys seem like they might be good. The trap card seems good enough to keep them alive on turn 1, and they might be able to think of some weird combos to try to do some synchro summoning during opponent's turn. And if you can just summon this during your turn, obviously it's nuts, so... You can even make this thing immune to trap cards, right? So if your opponent doesn't like respond to this thing, you just go synchro summon, you just summon this thing, it's immune to traps. Alright. What combo would I need? 2, 2, and then you just need a... What is it, level 8? You just need a 4? Do they have a 4? You can summon this guy. So this guy, this guy, this guy. Make this dude. And it's different attributes, right? So that's water, that would be fire, and that's dark. So 3 cards removed, your monster is immune, and it's gaining 500 attack and defense. So it's a 2700 monster that's immune to trap cards and removes 3. Pretty nuts combo. And I think this trap card should be enough to keep them alive, except in there and there against like the Harpy matchup, then they're just probably crying. Unless you're going to try to make sync or summon during your opponent's turn, but I'm not really sure what combo will look like for that. I have to look to see what other people are doing. And then we have what I'm most excited about in a deck I'm definitely trying first. The anti-Blue Eyes player card, Buster Blader, which seems fucking insane. Actually fucking insane. This shit seems so good. They got 2 new busted cards. What the fuck is this thing? This thing alone was scary enough. We got more actually consistent ways of summoning this with the actual monster. That seems fucking nuts. It actually just seems so fucking broken. My god. I felt like you could synchro summon this thing, right? You might not even need this card, because like you synchro summon, you will need this card, you will use it, but I mean, if you already have the fusion spell in hand, you synchro summon this card, your opponent's monsters are now fucking dragon types, you activate this card's effect to bring back the Buster Blader, then your quick play spell can use your Buster Blader and your opponent's fucking monsters. Literally super poly your opponent. Fucking so disgusting. This seems so fucking good. Definitely the first deck I'm gonna try. And other than that, the only other card to be focused on is this dude. A really fucking good card. I'll probably have my own video on this guy. Just my own, like, I'll just have a Destiny Hero video and just have this guy as like the feature. Because he's probably worth his own video. I think it might be good enough to make like, just, yeah, improve that deck. And maybe some other like Black Wings we might try or something, I don't know. Buster Blader, like Busted Blader. Oh, got him. Yeah, so overall, pretty impressed with the box. We've got a couple of new archetypes to try. We've got some nice support for some old archetypes. And we've got some random one-offs. Nice box. Pretty nice box. Depressed that there's pendulum stuff in here, so it's less content than I could have. But, you know, not bad. Now, before I end the stream, is there any other leaks I should be looking at, chat? Is there any leaks in here worth looking at? What is this thing? Who is this? Oh, it's the skill we're getting in a few days. Can you use to control one Dark Transite Single Monster with 3000 more attack? Return 1 card from your hand to your deck and play 1 level 4 or lower tuner monster from your graveyard and defense position with negates effects. If the monster you control is Red Dragon Archfiend, you can select 2 monsters to play using the skill. Monsters played with the skill cannot be attributed, and during the turn you use the skill. Okay, so we don't care about this because we can just play the other skill instead. Is there anything else to worry about? Uto's coming soon? What about these cards? What the fuck are these? Where are we getting these from? Power Zone. If a monster is destroyed battle, the control of the destroyed monster takes damage equal to half its original attack. Okay. DDD Rebel King Leonidas. When you take effect damage, so during a damage step, you can destroy this card. And if you do any effect that would inflict damage to that player this turn, it increases their life points turn instead. Okay. When you take effect damage, and you supposed to summon this card from your hand, and if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. So you can use this with your spells. Well, your continuous stuff, right? I mean, you wouldn't really use this. We would have the skill that can negate fucking taking damage to them anyway. Unless you're using it for its scale or its level. Cerberus, once per turn time, demon monster control, change level to 4, and if you do, it gains 400 attack and defense. This can be good for making Xyz monsters. When this card is pendulum summoned from the hand... Oh, this is fucking... it's a pendulum effect. When this card is pendulum summoned from the hand when you control a D&D monster other than Cerberus, you can target one continuous spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Fuck. Alright. Not terrible. Nothing too exciting though. Catapult Warrior. Once per turn you shoot one junk monster, inflict damage. Oh my god, useless. And one turn during your main phase, put someone shoot it down from your hand. Okay. Well, if that's all the leaks for today, that's not too exciting. Alright, chat. What's your favorite shit from the box? What are you most excited for? Give me some names. What are you most excited for, chat? What do you want to play the most? Which one are you most excited for? New box on a bit slow, mate. We're already at the end of the stream. Damn, Burning Abyss seems to be the main one. Okay. Then one ninja player in chat, nice. Good to see there's at least one here. Odd Eye Spirits. Damn, actually, I haven't seen a single person say Buster Blader. Not one. No Buster Blader players. There's the first one there. Wow, you guys are more interested in the other stuff, huh? Okay. Yang Zing. Okay. Interesting. I actually didn't think Burning Abyss would be the most popular that people want to try. I don't know the other stuff. But I guess the TCG's like hype is built over. Farfa alone is built over. I have enough support by just having the name. If someone says Buster Blader, I'm banning you. Oh fuck. Alright chat, I'm ending the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, if you want to see more stuff from me, subscribe. Yeah, whenever there's a box I do these reviews. I'll do a pack opening when this comes out, and then we'll make decks out of this and upload them and you'll see that shit. So yeah, subscribe, that kind of stuff. Like if you haven't already liked. Yeah. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, there might be a meme video out tomorrow, maybe. Because I was going to make one today, but yeah, this came out instead. So I might make that tomorrow instead. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next streams. Don't feel there might be a selection box. Hey, I don't even know when this box is coming out because it's leaked, right? And like, if it comes out on the anniversary time, that's on like the 14th. There's no way it comes out then. That's too far away. So I'm sure it's like on New Year's or something. This will be released. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you later.